Morning, everyone. Welcome to Start Your Day with a Coach. I'm your host, Sean Butner, Certified High Performance Coach, and this show is all about starting your day awesome and right so that you can be productive and live an awesome life and career. So, today's topic is we're just talking about what to do when people disappoint you. If you've ever had someone that's consistently disappointed you to the point where you don't trust them or it's caused you to doubt all other human beings, this is basically for you. I had somebody, one of my clients, basically kind of say like, "Hey, I'm kind of losing faith in people," and I was like, "Okay, well maybe this is something to talk about today." So, you know, disappointment something that everyone handles at certain times in their life, and it's just that feeling of sadness or grumpiness when you have your hopes dashed, right? And sometimes it's just mismatched expectations. We expect our coworkers to behave in a very professional manner, and then they end up screaming at us, and they're not so professional with us. Or maybe it's a violation of one of our core values, like someone is obviously lying when you yourself are like honesty is really important. Also, maybe it's just our hopes are dashed. We hope someone would choose a healthy life choice for themselves, and they consistently are unable to. And you can see how it's that destructive behavior is impacting their lives, and you want to help them change, and you feel a little bit hopeless, right? So in these situations, how can we keep relationships a pragmatic optimism about like relationships and trust people when we're disappointed? And how do we keep that from shaping how we interact with all people? And part of it is just being what I think is just a decent human being and acknowledging that at any given time, we're all doing the best we can. This past year, we're all doing the best we could during a pandemic. And that doesn't mean that we hold people to lower standards, but we have to be empathetic if people are trying their best and it's just one moment of weakness. Maybe, it's okay to say, I see that you're trying, and I'm not going to let this impact how I think about you, how we interact together, or why. If they're not doing their best, and that's why you're disappointed, it's not getting caught up in that negative emotion yourself. And how you show up and respond to it can actually help people get back into their performance or want to do better next time. If you're consistently expecting people to fail, to let you down, they're going to fulfill that particular prophecy. It'll be self-fulfilling. So the trick is, if there's one thing you can do with disappointment, is to not how do I want to say this? Set that expectation that it's going to happen over and over and over again, because you're going to train your brain to start looking for reasons for people to disappoint you, and you'll be lonely, and we don't want you to be lonely. And I think a trait of a really good leader is, even in times when you don't hit the numbers or something goes sideways and you're disappointed in the team and particular people on the team, in family members, if you're leading your family, it's not letting that disappointment stick so everyone can move forward. So thinking about, where do I want the relationship to go? Where do I want my quality of life to go? To not get stuck in that feeling of disappointment can really be helpful. So, yeah. And the last thing to think about is, if the roles were reversed and you did something that disappointed, like, what would you hope from someone else? And I really love this question. Like, how would you hope your spouse, your kids, your boss, the person you manage would handle that feeling of disappointment in regards to you? Would you want them to communicate it and move on? Would you want them to hold a grudge forever? Or would you want to consistently be hearing that you're never living up to expectations? Like, that's not really a good life anyone wants. So don't do it to others, right? Kind of basic, do unto others what you'd like done to you. So if there's one thing to take away from today, it's to not get dragged into disappointment over the long term, right? It's a valid thing that happens, and you should definitely, when expectations are not hit or hopes dashed. Like, you can acknowledge, okay, I'm a little disappointed here, but don't make that the status quo. Don't make that the de facto mode for interacting with that particular person or all people. So that is the thought that I have today on Start Your Day with Your Coach. If you'd like more individual help on how to build stronger relationships or get into higher levels of productivity so that you don't disappoint others, or you can handle the disappointment that happens in life all the time, you can go to SeanButler.com/coaching to fill out an application and see a free video on why high performance coaching is awesome. But that qualifies you for a free 1 hour strategy session that I absolutely love doing. People love going through this, the strategy session, because we develop a plan for you to implement right away and move forward and find more success in your career and personal life. So check me out there at SeanButler.com/coaching. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Take care.